contact with us, bro. Hey, sis, you better than a baby mama, you better hold him to that. You better than a baby mama, you better hold him to that. He can't call you his wife if it ain't legal. You hear what I'm saying to you? You can't call her your wife if it's not legal, bro. Stand up and change it around, turn it around. Make your household great, bro. Get her in the household to make it great. You understand me? Become a man, brother. Read this.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoer?
Who is going to rise up in this captivity that we live in against the evil? Who going to speak against it? Bring it out. Is you going to speak against it? Is you going to tell a young 25-year-old man with his woman to get married, get together, get married, keep God's commandments? That's what our purpose is. God said, who will rise up for me against the evil that's going on in this country? Come on.
Or who will stand up?
Or who going to stand as a man on their own 2 feet?
For me against the workers of iniquity.
Who going to stand up for God against the workers of iniquity, the workers of sin? Before you can stand up for God and to get at the people that's committing sin, you got to stop committing sin. You get what I'm saying? What sin can I see you keeping? What sin can I see you doing right now? Come here, y'all. Let me show y'all something. Hold on, bro. Don't go nowhere. Come right here. Look, I'll be right back after these messages. Don't you go nowhere. Come back around here. Come around here. Let me show you something. Let me show you something, bro. Who is this? Huh? Oh my God. Here, say it in the mic. Bring it over here. Here. It's who? You hear what the little young man said? The young man said that this is Jesus. We not standing up for iniquity, bro. Because this is sin all the way around. This is not Jesus, young man. This would be more like Jesus, and we're gonna prove it. Give me that in Revelation. This is what it means. Who's gonna rise up for me against the evil that's going on? This stuff is evil. This stuff is teaching our kids that it's cool to wear shorts. It's not good for a woman to wear shorts. So how old are you, young baby girl? 12? It's not good. Read this. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
This is the revealing. Revelation means to reveal. This is the revealing of Jesus Christ. Come on.
Which God gave it unto him to show unto his servants.
God gave this revelation unto John to show unto his servants. Who's God's servants? Who's God's servants? We is. Who is we? Who is we? Who is we, baby sis? The 12 tribes of Israel. Let's prove it. Let's prove it. Let's prove it. Give me that in Isaiah 44. Isaiah 44 and verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 1.
Come on. Remember, he said he's to show unto his servants. A lot of people think the whole world and everybody is God's servants. They're not. Let's prove it. Come on.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant.
Jacob, my servant.
And Israel.
And Israel.
Whom I have chosen.
His chosen is us. His servants is us. So who is he revealing this image to? You guys. Go back to Revelation. Come on.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The revealing of Jesus.
Which God gave it unto him.
Which God gave unto John.
To show unto his servants.
To show unto y'all. To show unto y'all. Read.
Which must shortly come to pass.
Hey, sis, come over here. Let me show you this. We come over here. Just come talk. Let's talk about this. Who's this? It's who? You see what I'm saying?
Wrong for that.
That's absolutely wrong. Absolutely.
Wrong for that.
Right, that's absolutely wrong. You know why it's wrong? Because the Bible don't say that Christ looked like this. What the Bible say Christ looked like? What the Bible? That's what we talk about. Watch this. Read the damn scripture, man. Read the scripture.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like.
No, I want you to jump up to verse 9. Read it from verse 9 on down.
I, John, who also am your brother.
I'm John, he's telling you he your brother. He's a servant just like you a servant. So if John was a servant like you, that makes him what? Your ancestor. Read.
And companion in tribulation.
And he your companion in tribulation because you going through it and I'm going through it.
Right.
We all at the bottom together. So how do we rise up and come to the top? By gathering under the right things, under the right thinking. Come on.
And in the kingdom and patience of Jesus Christ.
Come on.
Was in the isle that is called Patmos.
And he was in prison. Remember, he said through in tribulation. The island of Patmos, he was in prison. Guess where we at right now? We in America, in prison. We can't leave the country without a passport. That means you need permission. You can't drive a car without a license. That means you need permission. You can't go get nothing that you want on your own without these other nations. That means you are in prison. Watch this, read.
For the word of God and for the testimony of Jesus Christ.
Come on.
I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day.
I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day. Guess what today is? The Sabbath. It's the Lord's day. So the same way that Jesus was revealed unto John on the Sabbath, he's going to be revealed unto you guys on the Sabbath day. Read.
Saying.
Yeah, read.
Saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
That means I'm the beginning and I'm the end. Come on.
The first and the last.
Meaning I was the firstborn and I'm going to be the last that you're going to ever see the rain. Come on.
And what thou seest, write in a book.
And everything that is about to be revealed unto you, I want you to write it down. Why? So it can be revealed unto his servants today. Read. Okay.
And send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus, and unto Smyrna, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira.
Jump to verse 14, because you're messing all of the names up. Come on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His hair and his head was white like wool. Sis, you said this was Jesus. Is his hair and his head white like wool? No? What about this one? So right now we playing what's real and what's not. Christ versus the Antichrist. So the scriptures say right here, right, that his head and his hairs were white and woolly. White in color, woolly in texture. Which one? So far, which one is more accurate? This one over here, right? So this one is more accurate. That's one towards the first person, the 3 is the real Christ. The one that ain't got none of these attributes is the Antichrist, right? So that's one for this image over here, okay? Watch this, come on.
As white as snow.
And it was white as snow, come on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
He said his eyes was as a flame of fire. Is the whites of his eyes red? The whites of them. It ain't red, right? Is the whites of his eyes red? So that's strike 2 against this phony right here. 2 in favor of the king. Read on.
And his feet.
And his feet. And his feet. And his feet.
Like unto fine brass.
His feet is like unto fine brass. What color is brass? What color is brass, cuz? Copper is a penny, which is what color? Brown. He said his feet. Listen, listen. You can see this demon's feet right here. Is that like polished brass? Is that like brass? Or is that like red? Or is it pinkish? But watch this. There's more about this brass. Come on.
As if
this brass,
they burned it in a furnace.
as if the brass was burned in a furnace. So if you take anything and let's say if you cook it, you got some pancakes on the stove, right? If you don't flip that one side over and you just let it cook the whole time, what color does it turn? It turns black. It turns black. It turns black. So what does the Bible say Jesus looked like? He was a black man. White hair, woolly hair, and he was loud as hell. Don't that sound like that describe me right now? Tall black dude with the woolly hair, and he loud as hell. Watch, let's go say it. Watch this.
And his voice. As the sound of many waters.
Bro, that sounds like he described me. That sounds like it described you. That don't look like it's described. It don't sound like it described this. So you've been lied to. So if they lied to you about what Jesus looked like, don't you think they'll lie about his message as well? Right. They lied about his message. Brothers, sisters, Jesus didn't die for you to put on a pair of sweatpants. I'm going to just tell you straight. He didn't die for us to shave our beards, bruh. He didn't die for us to smoke weed or to be in. Look at this. Bruh, come on, man. Don't run away because this is love. You know what? I'm going to show you something about that right there. Give me Habakkuk chapter 2. Let me show you something about that. Remember, a real man, a real godly man, bro, is going to hear the correction and change, bro. A real godly woman is going to hear the correction and change. You understand? And all we here to do is make better out of our people. Y'all is our people. Y'all my loved ones. I don't even know y'all. But y'all my loved ones, and that's how I see it, because we the same people. Same blood that go through your veins is the same blood that flow through mine. Why would I hate you? There's no reason to hate you. But the people around you that's causing you to wear pants, the people around you that's causing you to think this is Jesus, the people around you that rules the world, that's who really hates you, because they lie about everything about you. They call you African American, correct? But how in the hell you gonna be African American when your nationality is supposed to determine where you come from, your homeland, your native tongue? How could you be African American? You know what African American is? African American is the name of two Europeans, Leo Scipius Africanus and Americo Vespucci. Now, if your nationality is supposed to determine who your forefathers is our forefathers white boys? So how the hell can you be African American? How could you be African American? Okay, one might say, all right, to hell with African American, I'm black. But where's the country of black? Where do they speak black? What is the culture of black? Nobody knows. So if you take a man's nationality, if you take a woman's culture, if you take a man's language, his homeland, and his history, what does he have left?
Nothing.
He have what left?
Nothing.
Now look up the definition of black. It means nothing. That's why they call you a black. That's why it's easy for them to shoot you down in the streets, because black means nothing, and they know that. What's your nationality? Native American. You still? What's yours, sis? Y'all both Native American? You know what? Come on over. The water's fine. Come on in. Come on in. No, not yet.
I gotta go.
You gotta go?
I got the car running and my baby.
You got your car running? Okay. All right. You know that the same thing that I'm telling them about they did to the Native Americans? Rape, robbed, murdered, destroyed, and then gave you a BS name as Native American. You know what Indian means? Do you know what Indian means? Indian means it comes from a Greek word indios that means slave. So when you call yourself a Native American Indian, you call yourself a slave. It's just like us. When we call ourselves black or African American, we call ourselves slaves. We call ourselves nothing. And if you don't value you and yourself, who gonna value you, young man? Nobody. So the goal is to what? To show our people, I'm gonna come over here right quick. To show our people that you make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. My man, he would come from Judah. Baby cousin is Judah. I know that for a fact because that's my blood cousin. Y'all Native Americans, right? Y'all come from the tribe of Gad. Y'all come from the tribe of Gad. You know what that is? You know what that means? That means, let me ask you this. Who's God's chosen people? You see, you say all of us. Do you believe in the Bible? Somewhat. What if I told you the Bible was about you and your people? It's the history book that they never taught you before. This was post. I mean, this was before. This was before you was made a slave. This is your history. The Bible documents how the Native Americans got to this land. It documents how the white man was gonna find you over here. You get what I'm saying? It's a true book. You are that people. God is going. We here to show y'all and give y'all nationality back and what y'all is supposed to do. hold up back. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. I want to show them how they Israel right quick, because the prophecy is going to show how I'm making a claim that you this people, right? But what's the point of making that claim if I can't prove it to you? You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna prove you everything that's coming out my mouth in the scripture, which is gonna show you that that you this people and that the Bible is a true book. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
The Bible say that the Israelites, the so-called blacks and Hispanics, go to Deuteronomy 1:1. Let's see who the audience is. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who was Moses speaking to?
Israelites.
All Israel. Read it again so they can get it.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who was Moses talking to, young man? All Israel. All Israel. All 12 tribes, right? So now he's about to prophesy unto the 12 tribes of Israel. If they did or did not keep the commandments. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and start from verse 45.
Verse 45. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 45. Moreover, all these curses.
Now look at us right now, bro. And look what happened to us in the past. Where is it? It's messed up. We don't have it, all right? So this just didn't happen. I'm going to use this because the other sign we don't have, right? This only didn't happen to the so-called blacks. This happened to the Native Americans and the Mexicans as well. Y'all aware of that history, right? Yeah. Now, is this a blessing or a curse? It's a curse, right? Read it again.
Moreover, all these curses.
All these curses
shall come upon thee.
They're going to come upon you.
And shall pursue thee.
And wherever you are in the world, they're going to follow you.
And overtake thee.
And overtake you.
Till thou be destroyed.
Until we are destroyed. Look at our communities. Are they not destroyed? Is that prophecy real? Is that real life right now? It's real life. But wait, there's more, bro. Read.
Because
why
thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
This stuff right here happened to us as a punishment from God because we didn't keep the commandments. We didn't listen. Come on.
To keep his commandments.
To do what?
Keep his commandments.
Read on.
And his statutes.
Come on.
Which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So he said, I'm going to put these curses on you because you didn't listen. But I'm also going to put them on you for you to identify who you are. Because remember, it said they was going to curse, it was going to come upon you, overtake you until you be destroyed, right? If you're destroyed from your nationality, you destroyed from your culture, you destroyed from your homeland, you destroyed from your language. So he's saying, I'm not only going to put the curses on you to destroy you, but I'm also going to put them on you as an identifier, for a sign. How do you know that this is Arco? Because the signs say so. How do you know that that's O'Reilly's Auto Parts? Because the signs say so. How do you know this is Wig and Beauty, King's Wig and Beauty Supply? Because the signs say so, right? It says, bring it back, 46.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
And the curses is going to be upon you for a sign, meaning an identifier. Come on.
And for a wonder.
And so you don't have to wonder who you are no more. Come on.
And upon thy seed forever.
And it's going to be upon your seed forever. So as long as you will always be able to identify the Israelites, which are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, through their condition. You see what I'm saying? Read on.
And because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
Now it's going back into why it's happening. Because you didn't serve God. Come on.
With joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
We was not happy to serve God and be with one woman. We always had to try to be players. We was not happy with God and with the air that he gave us to breathe. You decided you wanted to put a peace pipe to your lip and smoke weed. We wasn't satisfied with the beef or the chicken that the Most High said we could eat. We decided that we wanted to eat the pork like everybody else, the shrimp, the crab, and the lobster. He said, because you weren't glad to do what I gave you, what happened?
For the abundance of all things.
For the world, because guess what? If you didn't exist, if y'all didn't exist, the world wouldn't even be here. Right. Y'all are the beginning. The Israelites, the God made the world for y'all's sakes, and only y'all's sakes. I know that's a bold statement because it's a lot of people here, right? It's a whole bunch of different nationalities and races here, right? But I'm gonna give it to you. Give me that in 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 10. Yeah, baby, you gonna get it. You gonna get it today. Come on.
2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 10.
Come on. Come on, bro.
And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
Now he said, this is what I gave unto who? Israel. This is what I gave unto who? The 12 tribes of Israel. Watch this, watch this, watch this.
Because for their sakes.
Because for their sakes, for your sakes.
I made the world.
He did what?
I made the world.
Oh, you weren't even happy with the world. Right. He made the world for y'all. Right. We wasn't happy with it. We didn't serve him for him giving us the world. We turned around and envied the oppressor. The same thing we do right now. Men shave their beards because they envy the oppressor. Women wear pants because they envy the oppressor. You remember before the 1960s in that women's movement, women never wore pants. Who led them? Amelia Bloomer, which is the white woman, which is the oppressor. She changed y'all minds into wearing them pants. Read. Deuteronomy?
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
The whole world and everything in it he gave to you. You still didn't serve. It's coming to the good part right here. Before you go, come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Because you didn't do that, now you're going to serve your enemies. Guess what? All of that stuff you just bought at the store right here, who did you just serve? You just served the enemy. You probably worked hard for that money. You worked hard for that money to turn around and give it right back to him. Your money just helped the owner of the Dollar Tree send his kids through college. Meanwhile, our babies is left without. Why? Because we don't know who we are. You're not spending your money properly. And then you're spending it on the Sabbath day, which is 2 violations. And then you're spending it on a birthday, which is a 3rd violation. Bruh, you got to understand the God that you serve, bro. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Are y'all married?
No.
Y'all together though?
No.
What is y'all together?
We're cousins.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I thought y'all were together. All right, cool. I'm glad I asked questions. Read that.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
So it said the Lord gonna send this nation again. Wait, read it again from the top of 47. Let me get the good part.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
You shall serve your enemies.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
That who sent our enemies against us? God. As what? A punishment for not keeping his commandments. Read.
In hunger.
In hunger. When you want food, clothing, when you want food, who you gotta go get it from? Are you getting it from somebody that look like you? Nah, who you getting it from? The enemy. The enemy. Come on.
And in thirst.
When you want water, Dasani, Aquafina, Alhambra, hell, if you want to turn your water on in your house and don't pay the water bill, what's going to happen to it if you don't pay the water bill? They're going to cut it off. They're going to cut your water off. Who do you got to get that from? Your enemy. Watch this. Come on.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, the very clothes that you have on your back. Are we making the clothing? And even the ones that do own their own clothing line. Like what Mr. Fab owned what? Dope Era, right? He owned that clothing line, right? But is he making the raw? Do he have the raw textiles to provide for his company? No. Who did he got to get it from? The enemy. Watch this. Now it's gonna pinpoint who your enemy is. Come on.
And in want of all things.
Now, if you want a birth certificate, you got to go through them. You got to go through the government. If you want to bury your dead, you got to go through the government. If you want a driver's license, you got to go through the government. If you want a passport, you got to go through the government. You got to get permission for everything. He said, in one of all things, you're going to have to serve your enemy. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy
And
neck.
this same enemy that you got to get food, water, clothing, birth certificate, death certificate from, right? He said that same enemy is going to put a piece of iron around your neck, a shackle around your neck. Who did that to us? Who did that to us? No, what physical person did it to us? We did it to ourselves, but who? Who you said? The Creator, yeah, he allowed it to happen, but who did he use to do it? What nation of people? Which enemy? Which one? Who put our people in slavery? Who took us from the west coast of Africa to America? Who did that? The white man. Who stole your land here and just shipped y'all all back to Europeans, to the Europeans to be slaves? The Spaniards, which is who? White man. The white man. The Bible is showing you who your enemy is. Right. The enemy is the white man. Right. Read.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
You see that? And this same nation he was going to bring from far. Guess what? They came from the eastern hemisphere to the western hemisphere to take the natives and the Hispanics and natives captive. That's true. That happened in history. Read on.
From the end of the earth.
Watch this.
As swift as the eagle flight.
What's America's symbol? The eagle. The Bible said they was going to come from the whole other side of the earth and conquer you, and their symbol was going to be the what? The eagle. The eagle, the eagle. Read that again.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies.
As swift as the eagle flying. So who are we, young man?
Israelites.
We the Israelites, bro. You better know it. What's going on, OG? What's going on, man? You listening? Y'all married? Y'all together?
Yeah.
Wow, what's going on there?
We just checking it out.
We're getting ready to leave. We're going on a trip to Oklahoma. We're helping somebody out.
Yeah, but listen here.
And we just
Hey,
embracing the culture.
just to bring y'all back, just to bring y'all up to speed on what we've been talking about, right? What we're talking about is turning the black community upside down. And you know what that means? Turning it right side up. We're trying to turn the black and Hispanic community right side up again, right? And the only way to do that is by order. Man stepping up to be a man, the woman following the man, change the mindset. The woman put everybody back into their natural order, right? Because guess what? In order to build a strong community, what does that start?
With you.
Yep. And what else?
The community, bring the foundation.
The foundation of a strong community is marriage. I'm gonna tell you straight. The foundation of a strong community is marriage. Is because what does marriage symbolize?
But what if you were a single?
It symbolizes what? It symbolizes unity. So if I can't be unified and faithful to my woman, why would I even think about being it to anybody else?
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example.